Alrighty. So here I am. It's a nice warm Saturday here in March. I'm going to do my little Saturday loop. I usually do loops around Greenville County, or I will do loops around Spartanburg County or a couple of other counties. Now you're going to see a map here coming up. Now I'm the little dot down at the bottom in Greer. I'm going to travel that blue loop right there up to Highway 11, which is the red mark there. Travel up to Highway 11, then travel over to Gowansville, which is, I guess you would call it, our biker central. And then from there over to a place called Campobello and take a Highway 357 back down to Lyman. And then from there, I will take a nice, beautiful boulevard, Wade Hampton. I live in a mill village in my little town, Greer. A lot of textile mills that were here. So these are houses that were originally mill houses. They would build them for the residents so they didn't have to miss work. They can always walk to work. Now in the background from here, you're going to see mountains. And I'm going to pull in here to get gas. I did not have any gas to do the route with. I did pull off of Highway 101. I'm actually going up a little bit different way towards a place called Tigerville. And you're going to see mountains in the background over here because that's Lake Robinson, a little place I go to just to hang out and regroup, enjoy the trees, sights. And we're coming in close to this little school, and guess who I see? Greenville County Sheriff. They're pretty nice people. There's a rider coming, and I waved to him. I actually tapped my helmet. The thing about this area is you have so many old buildings, unique architecture, stuff you don't see often. Neat little country stores on the side there that probably haven't changed in 150 years. 'Cause 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 to be coming up to Highway 11 here. This is the last part of this short little highway, the short little road. I'm going to pull up, I'm going to stop. Now, what you're going to see here is coming up is pretty interesting. You're going to see a car go by, and a group of riders. Now, I don't know if this is a motorcycle club or not, or just a group ride on a Saturday. But there were a number of them. And then a truck. And I didn't know if he was like the tail gunner, I guess you'd say. The rider. Now, we like to wave at each other. Give ourselves the biker wave. 2 fingers down. On any given day on Highway 11, you're going to see a ton of riders. It doesn't matter what time. What time of the year. It's always wonderful. We have the mountains in the background. Now, we do share a lot of our mountains with North Carolina, so we can't really claim too many. Now we're just passing Highway 101, and off to the left there is this amazing little field, amazing little pasture. And during the summer and during the height of the season, it's just an amazing sight. Just green everywhere. Now there's Gowansville. That is what I call Biker Central. We're going to get ready to come into it. Another 4-way stop. We've got an amazing amount of 4-way stops. Hello. It's a very popular stop for a lot of riders. They get gas and stop, they talk, they get something to drink, they, a little stop there to refresh themselves. To the left and to the right, that's Highway 14. You'll see that in a minute. That's north-south from Greer to Landrum. We wait our turn. Very dangerous intersection. And into the Spinks I go. And if anybody is in eastern North Carolina, it's like Sheets. When I pull up, I almost scare this truck. Well, it's time to go. I've done my business. I've had a little snack, refresh myself, gear up. Very important to keep your gear on Highway 11. It's traveled quite a bit. It's the Cherokee Scenic Highway, so a lot of people ride it in cars, on bikes, just for the view, if nothing else. And as you can see, there's going to be bikes coming in. There's one over there. On any given day, this area here has probably 25 to 50 riders just hanging out. And away we go. Now, Highway 11 here is incredibly important for one great reason. South Carolina produces more peaches in the eastern part of the United States than any other state, especially Georgia. You would think we would call the peach state. This is our next trip over to Campobello. But that red line there is just loaded with these peach orchards. And you'll see that on the right there. And sorry, it's really jumpy. But the peaches are coming out in bloom. They're purple blooms. Another rider. Happy days. A little bit shaky there, but yes, more peaches. And there are orchards too that you can go to and go to the little stores and get really fresh peaches. And sometimes they'll let you go and pick them. I'm coming into Campobello. The Highway 11 that I talk about is going to go off to the left, and it's going to end up in Gaffney, South Carolina, which if you've been through Gaffney on Interstate 85, they have a water tower that's in the shape of a peach. It's called the Peachoid. Now at the bottom of the hill is this really old gas station, little store type thing. And even though the camera's shaking incredibly bad, very peaceful. Great ride. I'm going to be heading into Lyman coming up shortly. And when I do, I'm going to be taking a right onto our nice large highway called Wade Hampton. And here we go. I'm gonna wait for the cars. I'm gonna be following that van. Into Greer here. Now I mentioned Highway 14 when I was talking about Gowansville. I live really close to Highway 14 in Greer, and it's about 19 miles north of Greer, but this is Highway 14 as well. And it too goes down to way into the south end of Greenville County. Lovely little town Greer is. Always check my 6 too. When I stop at a light like that, I'm checking that 6 to make sure no one's running up on me. Nice quaint little old town. Nice, pleasant. People are friendly. Lots of motorcycles ride through here. And that's the end of my day. I'm back home.